Hello, Taylor Elwood here. It's been a little while since I've recorded a video of late, and tonight I thought I would talk a bit more about the work that I've been doing with my elemental balancing ritual, which is really my form of dedicated internal work. I'm working with the spirit of Elephant, who's the guardian for the element of stability. And something that I have been thinking about with the elemental work that I've done over the years since I first started it is how really a large part of the work is about getting what you need versus what you want. When you look at internal work and really just any type of dedicated work where you're truly working on yourself, a lot of times what you're getting really is what you need versus what you want. When we focus on what we want, it's something that's fulfilling a desire. It's getting a result. Whereas getting what we need may not always be necessarily filling a desire so much as it's forcing us to really go and do the deep internal work that needs to be done in order to discover what it is we actually need. In the case of doing the elemental balancing work with stillness, what's ended up happening is that I've really focused on doing stuff that I've needed to do for myself. I've been reading these different works lately that have been highly relevant for where I'm at right now on my spiritual journey. And I've had certain realizations, again, all of which have been highly relevant toward what I've needed versus what I've wanted. If I were to go with what I wanted, what I might want is, I want X situation to work out this way, and I want these things to happen. But with internal work, what I generally find is that internal work happens in such a way that you end up being steered toward what you genuinely need. And so a situation will occur where it'll happen in such a manner that it forces you to reflect or think or dive deep into something where you're feeling some emotional resistance or tension or blockage in your life. And that's the value of internal work, is that it's not focused on the surface level of desire. It's focused on that deeper level of internal work that necessarily calls you to examine and explore what really defines your desires. And I think that, sometimes as magicians, one of the challenges that we face is that we get so caught up on the external that we fail to focus on the deeper narratives of the internal and how those deeper narratives inform why we're doing what we're doing and influencing the structure of what it is we're seeking to accomplish. So with the elemental balancing ritual, it's always been about doing that deep internal work and undoing the conditioning and tensions and other things that would otherwise create a state that is less conducive to truly living life and more fixated on just achieving specific desires, getting what you want as opposed to what you need. I found in the last month and a half since I've started the elemental balancing ritual with stability that what I've really gotten is exactly what I've needed. I've been able to set up some stability in my life in terms of some of the work that I'm currently doing. I've been able to explore the internal tensions and structures that have created some of the recent situations in my life, and been able to really examine and start to undo those behaviors that are not conducive to helping me get where I want to go. And point in case would be really a case of kind of fully recognizing recently how impulsive I can be when I'm dealing with a situation where I want something, and really learning to sit with the feelings around what I want and explore what those feelings are, and then exploring how I can discover what I genuinely need as opposed to what I want. getting past that surface level of want to achieving that full recognition of what I need, so that then I can incorporate what I need into my life in a manner that allows me to balance what I want with those deeper narratives, and actually forces me to really examine what I want from that deeper work. And this is why I really advocate for regular meditation and regular internal work in your life. And at the same time, I point out that this isn't a quick cure-all. I mean, this is an unfolding narrative. I mean, I've been doing this work for years and years and years, and I've certainly gradually discovered things and uncovered stuff and worked through things and been able to make changes, but it's not an overnight process. It's work that takes time and requires that willingness to go in deep with what you're trying to achieve. Anyway, I thought I would share that with you, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.